Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. Murder suspect Hector Mercado arrested again. Whatever happened to the great debate? We've got an exclusive interview with Holland Redfield and the St. Croix Chamber of Commerce. And we say goodbye to a true Virgin Islands sports hero as we remember VI legend Valmay Thomas. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, the Virgin Islands has lost a sports giant. Baseball great Valmay Thomas died last night at his home peacefully with his immediate family at his side. News Channel 8's Wes Small is in Watergut, where Valmay's United Sporting Goods Store Incorporated is located.
Yes, Valmay Thomas, the first Virgin Islander to play Major League Baseball, was signed into the New York Giants team by its president, Horace Stoneham. To express the pride of the people of the Virgin Islands for this accomplishment, on April 17, 1957, the legislature of the VI passed Resolution 57, which is designated May 12, 1957, as Valmay Thomas Day. Born to his Virgin Island parents, Valdemar and Clemencia Martin Thomas, on the island of Santurce, Puerto Rico, he returned to St. Croix while he was still a baby and later received his basic education right here. His formal education was pursued during his military training in the Navy, where he concentrated on electronics. He and his wife, Lydia, and their two children, Lisa and Valmay Jr., resided in St. Croix, where Thomas used to manage his private business, United Sporting Goods. He still finds enough time to enjoy his favorite pastimes, boating and fishing. Valmay Thomas will certainly be missed, but don't forget, there's plenty more Valmay Thomases where that came from. Like Joe Christopher for the New York Mets, Horace Clark from my beloved New York Yankees, he was the second baseman. And then they got Jerry Brown and also Midray Cummings as well. And we've got a lot of future prospects coming up. I'll never forget when I took my son Jamie to the first game, Elmo Plaskett East at DC Canegata, when Jamie got his first hit. To this day, I'll always be the proudest parent on earth when I saw my son round that first base. Long live Valmay Thomas. Long live the tradition of baseball in the VI. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And Valmay Thomas has touched a lot of people's lives, including right here at Channel 8, where in the afternoons of Saturdays, he used to have his own show called Sports Time. Valmay Thomas will be missed. And in other news, murder suspect Hector Luis Mercado is in trouble again. This is the second time he's been arrested, and this after he was already in Golden Grove Prison for a murder charge. Here's Melody Rames with more.
Accused murderer, 24-year-old Hector Luis Mercado, was arrested and charged with attempted robbery first degree, assault third degree, and unauthorized possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime of violence. This arrest happened about 4:40 p.m. on Monday, October 18th. Mercado, along with 33-year-old Michael Rodriguez, are accused of the September 7th murder of 39-year-old Joel Prime. Both suspects are in the custody of the Golden Grove Adult Correctional Facility. This is the second time Mercado was arrested since he has been in custody. He was arrested on Thursday, October 14th, on charges of first-degree robbery, unauthorized possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime of violence, and grand larceny in connection with a robbery that occurred on September 6th on Strand Street in Christiansted. This latest arrest, according to Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives, stemmed from an attempted robbery that occurred on August 21st on the Christiansted Boardwalk. Detectives said Mercado was positively identified as the person who attempted to rob another man. Mercado pointed a gun at the victim and demanded money. However, the victim struggled with Mercado, and Mercado eventually fled the scene. The victim was not injured or robbed. Mercado was again held on a $75,000 bail and returned to the custody of the Golden Grove Adult Correctional Facility.
Thanks, Melody Rames of the Virgin Islands Police Department. And if you have Sprint telephone service, you're probably at wit's end when it comes to its in and out. News Channel 8's Lee Carl files this report.
Senator Sean Michael Malone is asking for some answers from Sprint on some of the advertising that has been put forth here in the Virgin Islands. This is an ad from the United States, but we have received no word from Sprint. I asked Senator Malone to tell us a little bit about what he's concerned about.
I received a complaint from a constituent of mine who is a Sprint customer, and came and met with me eventually to explain to me some of the things that he has been experiencing as a Sprint customer for the last 2 years. He points out the brochure that they advertise, that they're supposed to receive a certain amount of gigabytes with the types of phones that they purchase to do certain things, and they were not doing that. So I wrote to the commissioner simply asking him to look into these allegations of what's called deceptive marketing practices and false advertising. Because for whatever Sprint is advertising in terms of services in the Virgin Islands, they're not getting that when you buy the equipment here in the territory. There's also allegations about Sprint not wanting to invest in the infrastructure that would give a Sprint customer the maximum benefit of what they're saying their equipment produces.
In St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee Carl. And the great gubernatorial debate between Governor DeYoung and Kenneth Mapp was on, then off. Apparently, the Mapp-Sekou team dropped out at the last minute. News Channel 8's Wes Small has this exclusive story.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. I'm here in WJKC Communications with Holland Redfield, former senator and now all of a sudden fight promoter. What's going on? It's on again, it's off again, it's on again. We're going to hear from the Chamber of Commerce in just a second. Allegations coming from the Mapp-Sekou camp that you humiliated Malik Sekou outside of JKC Communications. So now the Mapp-Sekou team does not want you with Doug Brady to be the moderators in the Chamber of Commerce thing. And now all of a sudden they've canceled. Then the Chamber said, you know, okay, we can have it. Now we're not going to have it. The Chamber's upset. Mapp-Sekou's upset. What have you done?
Gosh, you're putting Holland in the middle of this thing? Listen, let me make it perfectly clear. First of all, I think you've known me for a long time.
Oh, yeah, we go way back.
All right, when I discuss something with somebody, obviously I am firm. One of the things that did take place that led up to this was what happened at Gertrude's. And this is a debate, and this is the Chamber's debate. I work or am there at the pleasure of the Chamber, not anything else. I was going to do the same thing with the administration. The debate starts, and it is a debate. Remember, it's not a forum. Everybody can cheer and boo or do whatever they want to do. But after that, it's like this until the end. And at the end, then everybody can do the same thing. But during the middle of a debate, and to have it turn into bedlam, I was not going to accept. The Chamber wasn't going to accept it, and it was part of the rules.
Next, let's go then to the Chamber of Commerce. All right, now we are with Michael Dimbeck, who's the Executive Director at the Chamber of Commerce, and we are here down here at Orange Grove at their headquarters. And Michael, it's very interesting that you guys are a little upset because you've been working hard for this debate and also this forum. And Holland Redfield was going to be one of the moderators, but of course, the last minute, Malik Sekou and Kenneth Mapp, they kind of pulled out of the debate. And then they said, wait a minute, it's on. And then the media got happy. We said, okay, it's on. But then I called you and you said,
it's off. It's canceled. And that was a decision by our two presidents, the president of the St. Croix Chamber of Commerce, Scott McShane, and the president of the St. Thomas St. John Chamber of Commerce, Richard Berry. We were told yesterday we were not informed directly by the Mapp-Sekou campaign, but we heard on the radio that they were not going to participate in the debate, that they were not happy with one of the moderators, Holland Redfield. Actually, there were two moderators. One was Holland Redfield, the other was Doug Brady, local attorney. We arranged for those moderators back in September. Both campaigns signed off on the format. Both campaigns signed off on the moderators. And lo and behold, yesterday morning, they announced on Doc's radio show that they were not going to participate for some reason. They
didn't even call you?
No, we were not notified. We heard it on the radio. We were not notified early on.
At the St. Croix Chamber of Commerce with Michael Dimbeck, it's on again, it's off again, it's on again, but believe me, this time it's off, and it's off for good as far as the St. Croix Chamber of Commerce is concerned. I'm Wes Small. Back to you, moderator Jerome, for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And the Virgin Islands Lottery Department has a press conference about a new game. News Channel 8's Lee Carl files this report.
Here in Frenchtown at Pie in the Hole, I never knew it was here. Great pizza, by the way. And it's a special event. Ricky Francois was here, the executive director, along with Rashidi and some of the other people, and Terry Brown, and people talking about this innovative way of getting you to buy a lottery ticket. You'll see some faces of people you know, and you go out and buy the ticket, put their face on it. Who knows? You might win. No, I'm not in the group, but maybe the next time, okay? But I got a chance to speak to Conrad Ricky Francois, our executive director, to talk about this.
Hey Lee, today we're promoting our Lucky You drawing. It's for the first time we have an opportunity to have regular people pictures on our lottery tickets, and that's what today is all about. We had a contest, over 300 people entered, and the 20 individuals that you see on our tickets today were the winners of that contest.
I'm on a lottery ticket. I mean, I would much prefer to have the winning lottery ticket than to be on the lottery ticket. But yeah, definitely, it's an honor. I'm among a bunch of photogenic folks who would look very happy to win the Virgin Islands lottery. And you know, when you play the VI lottery, everybody wins. So I actually got a phone call last week, and I wasn't even aware. It was just an advertisement in the paper. And I had a friend say they were going to buy the paper. I mean, go out and buy the ticket because they saw what it looked like and they saw me on it. So I sent a friend to go and purchase the ticket, not realizing that it wasn't the actual ticket, it was just the ad for the ticket. So I'm hoping that everybody goes out and buy a ticket. And if you win, I am the reason. I am the lucky charm on the ticket. So whoever has the winning ticket, and it doesn't happen to be me, I was the lucky charm that caused you to win the ticket. So please go out and purchase it. The causes of VI lottery are education, and that's important. So I want you to support this drawing and every drawing for the Virgin Islands Lottery.
Thanks, Lee Carl. When we come back from this break, highlights from the VI Puerto Rico Friendship Day Parade.